Hi everyone, Alanna Bergquist here of Shifting Perceptions. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about me and hopefully at the end channel a message for you. I hope this message doesn't get too long. So I have referred to this YouTube channel as a place where I am learning to channel spirit or learning to talk to spirit. But really, it's the place where I'm learning to record myself while I channel spirit. And it's a brand new thing for me, and I'm excited to share it, and I'm really happy that you're here. So at the same time of being scared that I'm gonna screw this up somehow, I finally just pushing through those fears and taking one step closer to sharing my passions with you in a new way. I have been channeling spirit for about 10 years or so and following the messages and guidance from my own spiritual team and sharing messages from spirit in my energy healing and Reiki sessions for my clients, and also receiving messages from loved ones for the people in my life. These are really some of my favorite moments in my life. And this ability to receive messages from spirit didn't really start until I personally lost some people in my life, like some friends and some grandparents. And then this ability really increased and expanded to others after some really deep emotional work and inner work, and building a healthy relationship with myself. Biggest lesson that I take away when I look back is that my relationship with spirit grew stronger as I strengthened my relationship with myself. Sorry, I'm referring to some notes here on the computer. That's why I keep looking down. It wasn't always my goal to talk to spirit, though it really was something that I was always interested in doing, or interested in the idea of, because I remember watching shows and as a kid, like Sylvia Browne on the Montel Williams show, or Crossing Over with John Edwards, and then later there was the Rescue Mediums. You guys remember any of those shows? So I remember just really enjoying like that kind of information and that kind of entertainment. And then it's not like I questioned that it was possible to talk to spirit. I always knew it was possible. I just didn't think it was possible for me. So one day, suddenly, finally, after 20 years of what I thought was no connection to spirit, never listening to spirit, hearing them, I finally had my own experience. It was in around 2004. I had recently lost a close friend about 2 years prior, in 2002, at the age of 18. And this year I had just gotten engaged to my best friend, and I was actually sitting on the couch watching Crossing Over with John Edwards, and I was thinking about this friend that I had lost. I was thinking about how I was sad. I wish I could talk to her, tell her that I got engaged, and I just knew that she would have been on my wedding party had she still been alive with us. And I was just watching Crossing Over with John Edwards and thinking, I wish I could just have a conversation with her. I wish I could just talk to her. And then suddenly I got this rush of energy in my body, and I felt like I was being hugged by my friend. I could feel her. I knew it was her. I could hear her voice, and she said, "I'm so happy for you, buddy," as she squished me. And I could smell her perfume. And I remember just feeling like so happy and peaceful. So I just sat there and I cried and I smiled, and it was just such like a personal experience. And I just knew that she was okay. I could feel that her energy was peaceful and happy, and that she was watching. Like, she knew that I was engaged. I didn't have to miss that connection and that being able to tell her. I knew that she knew. So that was the beginning of a long road that led me here to you guys. Um, around there was a lot of stuff that happened in between that, but I'm just going to kind of give you the gist of it. In around 2007, I wasn't feeling happy. I didn't feel like myself, and I couldn't figure out why. I was just miserable. But it didn't make sense because I was married to my best friend. We moved to a new city, and we both had really good jobs. We just bought a house. We got a dog, and it was like time to start having a family, and I wasn't happy. So I thought I should do something about this unhappiness in me before I have kids, and thank God I did that. I began reaching out for help because I couldn't figure it out myself with all the books and Oprah watching that I was doing. I couldn't figure it out on my own. So I started to take classes around personal growth and self-awareness, and I started to really grasp the reasons why I was so unhappy and had so much emotional pain and turmoil. My biggest discovery was that I had a lack of a relationship with myself. Before then, I didn't even think about having a relationship with myself or not having one. I just didn't even think about that concept. So I was just going through life trying to be and do what I thought I should do, or what I thought other people thought that I should do. And I never even stopped to ask myself my opinion. And through these classes, I realized the hidden reason for that was that I didn't think my opinion had any value. I had subconscious beliefs, or beliefs that I was completely unaware of, telling me that I was insignificant, invisible, not worthy of good things. And I was definitely less than everyone else I knew. I was walking through the world with those beliefs, and that had me showing up as highly emotional and overly sensitive and overreactive, and feeling this constant threat of pain and rejection from anyone around me. And I relied on constant positive feedback from others in order to feel good. So I lived my life based on the opinions of others, and I had very little internal relationship with myself at all. So through these classes, slowly but surely, I developed a relationship with myself, and I learned how to become a friend to myself. I knew finally that I could ask for help and that I was worthy of receiving that help just because I was alive. I didn't have to prove myself or earn it somehow. I could just ask for it. And I learned how to listen to my own pain and to bring comfort to myself. Something that came really easily to give to others. If my friend was in pain, I could listen and I could bring them comfort and not judge them. I finally learned how to do that with myself. I wrote myself letters explaining how I was feeling, and then I would reply with love letters that brought comfort and understanding and compassion, and just like holding a space for myself. I took more classes that deepened this relationship with myself, and I just finally became, how else I can explain it, as I felt alive, finally. Like my sense of joy expanded beyond anything that I felt before. Well, except for maybe in my childhood. I remember feeling happy and free and expressed in my childhood, but it had been a really long time since I had felt anything like that. So I was just finally feeling alive. So I've been on this journey, and I continue to walk this journey that has led me to more classes and meeting more people that can assist in my growth, and that I can, take a step and help them as well. It eventually led me to this spiritual growth that I didn't know I was missing either. So I took some spiritual awakening classes, and then I took my Reiki level 1 and Reiki level 2, and gently and naturally through those, I began getting guidance and messages for the people on the table. Even though at first I was afraid to speak speak up for what I was receiving and seeing. I would get a lot of visuals when I would be like in that meditative state that Reiki puts you into, that you put yourself into for Reiki. In that meditative state, I would get a lot of visuals and colors, and it eventually turned into seeing almost like movies playing out that would kind of explain the situation that the person was going through. And that eventually turned into like words and messages, so that were more specific. And excuse me, the more that I trusted myself to share the messages and what I get, the more good feedback I got. I would get confirmation from the person and through my own full body, like head to toe goosebumps, that the person was receiving the message, it resonated with them, and somehow it was helpful to them. So that was just incredibly exciting and very fulfilling and rewarding. And so I realized that holding space for others and shining a light on the places that they could bring themselves some compassion and gentleness and a relationship and friendship with themselves, those are some of my most exciting and rewarding experiences of all. Through that, I discovered that I am a sacred space creator. I create that space to have those connections, and I'm a catalyst for self-love. So because I would see people letting go of and healing their own pain and their emotional pain and their physical pain. I saw them being more kinder and more gentle with themselves, or simply laughing and letting go of whatever that they were taking so seriously in their lives that made life feel way too heavy and too serious. This work is my passion, and although I have not always chosen to take the time to do this work, I'm returning to it now. I do have time, and this is what I want to be doing. These videos are just a new way for me to express this passion and just be able to share it with you in a new way. And I'm really, really excited about what's going to be created. So without further ado, I would really love to tune into Spirit now and see what Spirit has to say. Take a nice deep breath. If you would like to try to tune in along with me, just try to get yourself calm and clear your mind. And I'm just going to ask that my team be with me. They already were with me. And that whoever has a message for me today and for us today, step forward and share their message. Getting my higher self. Her name is Ananda. I am Ananda of the Elohim. I come here today to share a message with you. This journey of love and this process of self-discovery is one that many of you are on. This may resonate, this story. Deepening self-awareness and discovery of who we are beyond what we can see, this third dimensional world. There is a spiritual aspect to all of you. This is a great time of learning and discovering these things. Many of you are opening up to these awarenesses, or allowing yourselves to know that you perhaps before haven't allowed yourself to know or feel. that spirit is always with you. And your loved ones are never truly gone, just with you in a different way. Our wish for you as a spiritual team and spiritual guides is for you to continue on this path, to follow your excitement and what you know is true. And I'm getting her doing that like a namaste. And sending lots of love and light to all of you. Thank you. My throat is starting to get a little dry here, so I'm going to go, but thank you so much for sticking with me through my first live channeled video recorded message. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.